Personalities between these two players too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that the modern day player is just a playing machine. I don't necessarily think personalities come into snooker as much as they perhaps used to. And Ricky Walden is just a great cueist. If he gets going and starts flowing, he can reel off frame after frame very, very quickly. Most of the top players can, but Ricky Walden is great to watch amongst the balls. So I think it's nice this match is a best-of-17 match. There's a little bit more of a storyline does unfold in the best-of-17, we know that. And it may need both these players to sort of have a bit more of a storyline against each other.
Indeed, yeah, both tremendously likeable characters. We see them in the practice room all the time in this studio area, and it's going to be a great game over the next, well, few hours certainly today.
Yeah, they've played each other 3 times in their careers, but not since 2008, funny enough. You'd think they'd have met a couple of more times before. Young Ricky won the first 2. Mark Allen won their last meeting in 2008 World Championship. Shot to nothing on here, but the red on the cushion may cause a problem. Purposely played into the black, and Frank's a little unlucky not to knock the black on. The reason he played it that way, he couldn't guarantee getting round the back, so he's played the cannon into the black. Unlucky.
Well, he's decided to come off the side cushion and just nestle to the black.
Ricky Walden won.
Lovely touch.
One.
Good pot. May have been better served if he'd have been able to run past the blue. We don't have a choice of port colours. Or even the blue. Wide.
Mark Allen won.
There's a blue you'd expect him to pot. Just looking at the body language of the two players, Willie, we talk about nerves and how people handle it. It's very quiet and subdued at the moment, Mark Allen, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's not in the zone, is he yet? He's a very fluent break builder. Ricky obviously had a good look at this pink, and we can see in a moment that it clearly does pot.
Yes, and it'd suit him if it didn't go back on its own spot, if the pink spot wasn't available and went on the black spot. Don't know whether it does or not. Because it's going on the black spot. It would be very handy. And the pink spot wasn't available.
7.
Yeah, Yeah, looking at the player's demeanour at this moment in time, you'd think that Ricky would have won the first frame. He looks a little bit more ready for the battle at the moment.
8.
Mark Allen was a slight favourite to win this game. Usually due to probably the ranking, really. Mark's in the 13-14 area on the rankings. He'll be going up a little bit after this. Ricky Walden in the 20s.
15.
Well, decided to play for the black. I assume there must be a red or a plant available, because you're not going to be potting this black and smashing into the cluster. I can only assume there's a plant to the corner pocket. Black goes on the highest available, which
22.
is the blue spot, and there you see the plant, the 2 reds at the bottom of the cluster. Looks unmissable.
— 23.
He would have been hoping that the first ready hit would have stayed available, but it hasn't, so he's going to have to play a cannon here off this pink. Off the top cushion, lots of pace. A little bit more difficult when you come off the cushion, because it's hard to get as much pace as you need to open the reds, but let's give it a go. Well, it could have worked out better. Okay, he's got a chance, but no easy red to carry on with.
Yeah, I love this
29.
shot. You see the white arc here into the pack, and a lot of times there you stick 2 or 3 reds on. I think the red will pass the green in the corner, but he's a little unlucky not to get an easier shot than this. Whenever you play those into the pack, you just play purely just with topspin. You don't have to play with any side, and the arc comes from just the speed of the spin.
30.
That's an excellent shot. Deserves to win the frame now for that one. And they play a little cannon into the pink here, just because there's no need to. He just wants to hold the cue ball. Because coming on and off the cushion, it can go wrong. Any cannon into the pink or the red just below the pink is okay.
Yes, this could be the key shot, and of course remember, when he's potted the black spot is now available. It will be available into both corners. So this positional shot, so important. It's okay. He decided to play on the red rather than the pink, but still the same thing that Willie was talking about, just holding the cue ball in the middle of the table.
Yeah, players often ask you, or
38.
people often ask you, why do you play cannons and things, but you can't afford sometimes at this stage, to risk getting near a cushion. You should win the frame at this visit, and you can't afford to let the cue ball run away. So a lot of cannons are played when there's lots of loose reds on, just to slow the white down.
Yes, and on the other
45.
hand, obviously, if it had had a perfect angle on the blue, then you wouldn't have had to play a cannon. We always say when you're in and around the black spot area, you play little stuns and screws. You don't have to use the cushion, but it wasn't ideal on the black.
Thanks.
But he's
46.
in perfect position now.
So that's the first half century of this game.
.54.
Well, he just not got the right angle on the pink. He may have to play for the red to the right centre here. Well, he's decided, and quite cleverly, he was straight enough so he could hold the pink spot, and that would leave him the red to the
60.
left corner. He's just looking for this red, pots this red, he goes 61 points in front with just 59 remaining.
61.
And he's taken these very well. Could see the first century of the match here.
Yes, I think the key was when he played for that black on the cushion, John, wasn't it? Because he spotted that plant, and that indirectly
68.
opened a couple more reds. But this has been an excellent break, and as you rightly say, probably deserves a century now, the way he's played these.
69.
Needs a good pot no doubt to keep it on. Amazingly enough, and as good as he's played, Ricky Walden has yet to have a century in this tournament. He's made well over 100 in his career.
76.
He's obviously made plenty of 17 aboves in this tournament so far, but yet to get a century.
82. 83.
So off the cushion, either off the pink or off the black. The black's perfect. He can play two cushions, but he decided to play the pink. Not even looked at the black, but that would have been better to kiss the red out. Fancy's playing it down the cushion.
Yeah, this is what we were saying
89.
about Ricky Walden. He's very quick and very effective when he's on form, and what he's taken is
90.
absolutely brilliantly. This really will settle him down and into the match.
97. 99.
Well played, Ricky Walden, the 30th century of the tournament. His first, but his 113th of his career. One of the 20 or so players to have made over 100
106.
competitive centuries. So this tells you what a good break builder this guy is, and we're witnessing exactly that right here, right now.
111.
Ooh, a left-handed shot. I've never seen Ricky play left-handed. Like it.
117.
Well, he lost the first frame. Perhaps he thought he should have won it. But an excellent clearance of 124. Ricky Walden levels the scores at 1-all.
Well played, Ricky Walden. And the foundation of his first century of this year's UK Championship was that shot that he played on the pink. The pink was on the black spot. And Ken Doherty, you were watching this one closely. It was a great shot going straight into the pack there.
Yeah, beautiful shot. What we call is the arc shot. And here was the situation. Ricky had a full pack here. He's on the pink. And instead of like playing the cue ball just directly in a straight line off and into the pack to split the red, what he does, he hits it with lots of top spin. And what happens? The cue ball hits the pink. It hits here. It arcs into the pack. And what the top spin takes the cue ball all the way through the pack and splits the reds. And that's how you get, it's the top spin that actually generates the pack to split open and subsequently win a frame. Great shot from Ricky Walden.
Indeed, yeah. Foundation, as we say, of his first century in this year's championship, and that's got to be a huge confidence booster early on, John.
Yeah, we were mentioning, you know, about settling down and playing a big occasion for both players, but particularly for Ricky, I think today, UK semi-final. He settled down after that, and he struck the ball beautifully in that break.
Top break before this, a 98, and I guess it's always eating at you until you make your first ton on a big championship like this, isn't it?
Perhaps, but you just want to get over the line and win the frame. On a more important note, did you notice that Ken didn't try and replicate that